So let's see what the vehicle is taking me to. This is really strange because it stopped at the middle of the road. Wow, so what's the vehicle going to do now? I think I just have to call. I need to call for help at this very time. So call Zoox support. Hello?
Hi, this is Mark with Zoox support on a recorded line. How can I be of assistance?
Hello, beautiful people. So it's the moment we've been waiting for. After waiting for about 45 minutes, my ride is going to be arriving in less than 1 minute. To be honest, I think it's worth the wait because the experience of a full self-driving or autonomous robotaxi is something that I've experienced once, and to be honest, it's mind-blowing. So I'll walk you through, I'll take you through the whole experience of the full self-driving experience with Zoox Robotaxi. So let's get going. So here comes the ride, and it's approaching gradually. Okay, probably.
You open door.
Okay. So I'm gonna tap and open the door, and now let's wait for the magic. So we go in. Okay.
And then after you buckle up, you'll just say closed door, start right from the
Okay.
screen, and then you'll be able to control the air and the music after that.
Okay, brilliant. So I think it's mandatory that we have to be honest, we have to buckle the seat belt, and then that's what I'm about to do now. So that's done. Then the next thing to do is just to tap on closed door. You can see it's bringing my name.
Press the close doors button at the bottom of the touchscreen.
So let's enjoy the ride.
Start your ride by using the touchscreen.
Then press to start ride, tap on it. And then the experience begins.
We hope you enjoy your ride.
Of course I am.
If you need help, you can use the help menu on the touchscreen.
So a couple of things to be mindful of. There's a touch screen right here that will actually control everything for you. Let me bring this down. So you have the home button, you have the music button, and also we have the climate. You can literally just set the climate to whatever suits you, but I think I'm just okay with what it is. So we have 20 minutes and the arrival time is 3:06. And then the whole experience is, to be honest, the whole experience is super amazing. This is not the very first time I'll be going on a self-driving taxi before. I've actually had a ride in Waymo self-driving taxi in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And Zoox launched their self-driving robotaxi in Las Vegas. Zoox has been in existence for some time now, but on the early stage of their development, they were busy doing data collection, vehicle verification and all, mapping the road. And this is the very first time Zoox will be launching or rolling out their self-driving robotaxi to the public. When they first started, it was only limited to staff of Zoox, but now, interestingly, it's now available for the public or to the public. But at the moment, it's only available in Las Vegas, and it's only in selected areas in Las Vegas. So the pickup point and the drop-off point is only limited. From what I know, or from what I've read, the robotaxi is also going to be available in 2026 in San Francisco, which is, to be honest, it's a pretty nice one. The future of robotaxi is interesting, and at the same time, it's very scary. Very scary in the sense that the whole driving experience is so nice because you don't have to do anything. Just sit in the vehicle and it takes care of your movement from point A to point B. But the scary part of it is, when I was much younger, maybe possibly I've watched a lot of sci-fi movies of someone somewhere would just control the vehicle and the vehicle would go haywire or just go crazy. So that's one of the public opinion about self-driving taxis. The whole idea is just about safety, because you don't have to do anything. You just have to sit and the vehicle takes care of everything. But the good thing about it is, trust me, it's smarter than human drivers, because data has shown that self-driving taxis will prevent the rates of accident on our road. A larger percentage of accidents on our roads are caused by driver negligence, distraction and all. But with the invention or with the advent of self-driving taxi, like Waymo or like Zoox or like Tesla self-driving taxi, it is going to bring a revolution. It is going to be a transformation to the whole idea of driving. So at the moment, we are in level 2, level 3 autonomy. So what that means is there are actually 5 levels of autonomy. We have from level 0 to level 5. And when we eventually get to level 5 autonomy, all you have to do is just become a passenger in the vehicle. So from your pickup point, it could possibly be from your house to your office to wherever you're going to. It is going to be similar. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to ride and then let the vehicle do everything for you. It's so amazing. So there are good things about it, and at the same time there are negative things about it, but I just want to focus on the right thing about it, which is safety on the road. So let me just walk you through what this vehicle looks like. It's a vehicle that was built from ground up, and it can accommodate up to 4 people. So where I'm seated now can accommodate 2 people, and right in front of it there is another space for 2 more people, which means the vehicle can accommodate a total of 4 people. But the interesting thing about Zoox self-driving taxis, unlike the other self-driving taxis that we have, that I've seen, the likes of Waymo or the likes of Tesla Robotaxi, those were retrofitted in the sense that they were normal car, and the software was updated to actually accommodate self-driving capability. But for Zoox, one cool advantage of Zoox is it was built from ground up. So it was built purposely to actually cater for autonomy or autonomous driving. So if you see around, there are no stalks, no steering, there's nothing actually, aside from just the 2 seats, 2 comfortable seats, one in front of me and just the one that I'm sitting on. So, which is very cool, to be honest. And one cool advantage of this is the way Zoox has actually manufactured their vehicle, the way they built the vehicle. It can walk or it can drive in both directions, in the front direction, in the rear direction. Unlike the conventional cars that we have, for instance, your internal combustion engine or your electric vehicle, no matter the car you drive, you can only drive forward or you make a reverse. The way Zoox was built, it was built intentionally, which means it can go forward, it can go backward. So it can drive in both directions. So the front side, rear side is almost the same thing. It's the same thing, to be honest. So there are no steering, no pedal, nothing, just a seat for you to come in and sit down. Which is, to be honest, it's an innovative design, which is, it's not retrofitted like what we have in Waymo and also in Tesla Robotaxi. So there are 4 comfortable seats, which is pretty nice. You have cup holders, and then you have this wireless charging right on the side. And at the top side of it, there's a camera here that is actually monitoring the in-cabin camera. It's called the in-cabin camera, which means if anything is happening, the people at the control room, the Zoox control room, can actually monitor and see what's happening. And what else? There's a screen to the right. There are screens on each side of the seat. So you can do a lot of things on the screen. You can control the music, you can control the climate. And then it's telling me that my arrival time is 3:07 and it's just 14 minutes ride. So it's an amazing experience, to be honest. In terms of road navigation, I wish you can see what I'm saying. It's navigating the road effortlessly. And this is done thanks to the sensors around the vehicle. There are LiDAR at the top. There are cameras on the vehicle, which is like the high for the vehicle, which is so amazing. So unlike the traditional driver or unlike normal people like myself or like you, when we drive, our attention is only to the front. So we are only looking at the direction of the vehicle or the direction where we're driving. But for vehicles like this, there are eyes on all the sides of the vehicle, the sides, the fronts, everywhere around the vehicle. So that's one thing, that's one very smart thing about it that humans don't have. Humans, we are only seeing what is happening in front of us. But for cars like this, for self-driving robotaxis like this, it's monitoring what is happening around it, and it's not distracted. You could be driving and sometimes you're pressing your phone, you're lost in thoughts, you're thinking about something that you're not meant to be thinking about, and before you know it, you've done things that you're not meant to do. That's one advantage, or that's one of the advantages of robotaxis like this. I know it's scary, to be honest. The reason I say it's scary is this. The very first time I tried the self-parking or the auto parking on my Tesla, I was a bit nervous, I was scared. And I was scared because I actually didn't trust the system that much. But trust me, I've tried it once and I'll try it again because it just makes life so easy for me. If I go to the parking spot, I don't have to worry about trying to turn my head to see if my car is going to scratch someone or run into another car. It does that effortlessly. That's just the tip of an iceberg of what driver assistant feature does. So the self-driving or the robotaxis that we have these days, it just saves you a lot of energy. It watches the road for you without you having to do anything. So let me know what you think about this whole thing. Would you trust this system? Are you comfortable to allow this old technology, the old robotaxi, to actually do school runs for you? Are you comfortable in the system to possibly drive your kids to school and also go to the school to pick them up? Would you trust the system to do such for you? I understand that there are a lot of reservations about it, and the reservation is what people think about it, and specifically it's on the safety. How safe is it going to be? Can we trust the system to the extent that we can just get into the vehicle and do possibly just sleep off? I understand quite often the reservation that people have with respect to cars like this, but trust me, this is the future of mobility. Whether you like it, whether you hate it, you better believe it, this is the future. I've seen a lot of things about this vehicle. I have actually read a lot of things about self-driving taxis. It's the future. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it is coming. And I think the earlier we accept the fate, the better. Because it's making life so easy for everyone. It's making driving so effortless. But one downside is I understand that people sometimes can. We will all get lazy when it comes to driving, because who wants to drive when you can just call a self-driving robotaxi to pick you up and then take you to wherever you're going without you having to do anything? So the way this thing is navigating the road, trust me, I might not even be able to do that. This is a very, very busy street in Las Vegas. And the way the vehicle has been navigating effortlessly is mind-blowing. When I mean mind-blowing, it does everything as if it's human driving. You know the way you change lanes when you are actually driving? This thing does the same thing, even better than human driver. And it's, to be honest, I can't really contain how excited I am. I can't contain the whole experience of this self-driving. So will I do it again? Of course I will. I will do it over and over and over again. So the good thing is, this is going to be rolled out in San Francisco in 2026. In 2025, it's only available in Las Vegas at selected location. And in the next few years, we are going to have more of it. But one of my wishes is, I understand that Waymo is coming to the UK. I think it's going to be rolled out in London in 2026. It's just an amazing experience that if you have not really sat in any of this vehicle, you will not understand what it feels like to ride in self-driving taxis like this. Because it makes life so easy for you. If you're lazy at driving, this thing would actually make you more lazy, to be honest, if I may say that. So if you've been enjoying this video, if you like this type of video, kindly subscribe to the channel. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel helps the channel to grow. Kindly like the video, because liking it, putting in comments actually helps the algorithm. It makes YouTube recommend this video to more people. My goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers in the next few months. You can see there's something it did which is so amazing. There is a police car which is parked right in front of me, and the vehicle sensed it because it thought the vehicle was moving into another lane. It sensed it and reversed. And let's just see what the vehicle is going to do. What is it showing me now? It's showing emergency vehicle approaching. So which is pretty nice. It can actually sense if there is an emergency, and I'm just waiting to see what the vehicle is going to do now. There's a police car in front of me and it's parked. So what it did was it actually navigated, it reversed, and then started moving away from the emergency vehicle, which is pretty nice. If it was human, you might be confused on what to do. So a very brief discussion about what the vehicle is made of. There are 2 doors on the side, 1 on each side. I think it's taking me to a longer route now. Initially, it was showing like 6 minutes to my destination. Now, because of the traffic, you can see there's an heavy traffic. And another funny thing is the way this thing is handling traffic. It's mind-blowing. The way it's handling traffic and switching lane is mind-blowing. Initially, the vehicle was on the left lane. Now it's switched.
Hi, this is Zoox Support calling in on a recorded line. I just wanted to go ahead and call in just to check on you here. I see the Zoox did reroute slightly due to the emergency vehicle. I just wanted to make sure that you were still doing okay on your ride.
Yes, I am very fine. I was quite surprised as well when I noticed that there is an emergency in front. And to be honest, the vehicle handled it effortlessly, even much more than what human would do.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for that feedback. I'm very glad to hear that.
You're welcome.
Of course, we wanted to go ahead and get you back en route to your destination.
Oh, okay.
So it does show that you have just about 8 minutes to drop off currently. So again, I do apologize for just a slight delay, but before I do let you get back to your ride, was there any questions that you had or anything I can help you with?
Yeah, no question, to be honest. I'm an advocate for robotaxis like this, and I actually want people to know much about what the technology is all about, and that's the reason I'm booking this ride.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I could definitely guide you in the right direction. That way I don't keep you on the call too long. If you would like to check out our website at Zoox.com, we definitely have a lot of information posted in regards to about the Zoox and what we are about at Zoox.
Okay.
As well, if you wanted to, I could always direct you to the support at Zoox.com. If you wanted to send an email with any of your questions, I'm sure we would be able to answer as many of them as we can for you.
Okay, I understand that Zoox is also coming to CES. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, definitely. I can ask all the questions I would love to ask once I get to CES.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you do need anything during the rest of your ride, please don't hesitate to reach out to us using those touch screens. But I do hope you enjoy the rest of your ride, and thank you so much for choosing Zoox. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
Guys, that's another level. You know, initially I said there are, aside from having cars like this on the road, on public roads like this, Zoox also has an office, like a back-end office where they monitor if there's something happening. Yeah, like I showed earlier, there was an incident on the road. The route that the vehicle is meant to go through, there was an incident there, so the vehicle could not going to that route. Then it changed to another route. And then I got a call from the back end office asking if I was fine. They were actually aware of what was going on. To be honest, it's part of the initial developments of the self-driving taxi of Zoox. So it's not just enough to put a car on the road and let it do whatever it's doing. They are also monitoring what the vehicle is doing per time. So they realized that the vehicle was actually stuck, and I got a call from the customer, from the Zoox back-end office asking if I was fine, because they noticed that there was an incident on the road. So I'm just waiting to see where the vehicle is going to take me to now. But to be honest, the driving experience has been amazing. The driving experience has been amazing. So the car stopped at the middle of the road. This is weird. It stopped at the middle of the road, possibly thinking of what to do. So let's see what the vehicle is going to do. Because the initial plan didn't go well. Where the vehicle is meant to take me through was blocked because of an emergency. And now it's just trying to reroute to another location, which I'm curious to know where it is going to take me to. So let's just patiently wait and see what the vehicle is going to do. But overall, if you ask me, the driving experience has been so amazing. I understand that it's not 100% perfect because it's a new technology. There will be lots of bugs that needs to be fixed. The vehicle also is learning mistakes, learning from its mistakes, correcting. So that's the reason vehicles like this, they would have done thousands of driving around the city just to understand what the driving culture is, to understand some pitfalls in driving, understand human behavior. So they constantly learn, and it's just like human. When you do something wrong and you learn from it, then you correct it. It's the same way machines also learn. So it's the same thing applicable to this. So let's see what the vehicle is taking me to. This is really strange because it stopped at the middle of the road. Well, so what's the vehicle going to do now? I think I just have to call. I need to call for help at this very time. So call Zoox support.
You'll be connected to Zoox support shortly.
So this is one of the strange things. It stopped at the middle of the road. Hello?
Hi, this is Mark with Zoox support on a recorded line. How can I be of assistance?
Yeah, so the vehicle stopped at the middle of the road and it's just like lost on what to do.
Okay, looks like it's going now. Looks like you're going to Luxor North, North entrance.
Okay.
Yep, so I do see that it looks like it corrected itself. So you should be on your way now.
Oh, okay. Okay, brilliant.
All
Yeah,
right.
does
Do you
that
have any
happen?
other questions?
Yeah, no question. I was a bit worried because it stopped at the middle of the road, and so I was wondering like what went wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it corrected itself. I'm not exactly sure the reason why it did what it did. It looks like it was just like it looks like it was trying to merge into a lane, and it didn't. But it looks like it corrected itself, so you should be good to go now.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Okay, thank you.
All right. You have a wonderful day and happy
Yeah,
New Year.
you too. Happy New Year. So, guys, that's one of the downside, or that's one of the things to be worried about when it comes to technologies like this. Like I said earlier, it's not 100% there, but no matter the hiccups, no matter the bugs, no matter the downside, it's smarter than human drivers. So one strange thing was, at some point the vehicle stopped at the middle of the road, wondering on what to do, where to go, and after a few seconds, like 30 seconds, the vehicle corrected itself and started moving. And one good thing is, if such happens, Zoox also envisaged that something like this would happen sometimes. And then they have a button where if you're scared, like I was, should I say I was scared? I was just a bit worried because anything could have happened. What if someone runs into me from the back? But the vehicle is smart to handle all sort of situation. So there is a button you can press if anything of such happens. And of course, I got a call. The call was answered by Zoox customer service team, and they are sure that they noticed that the vehicle also is moving, and we're back on the road. So I think I should be arriving at the destination in 3 minutes. Now we're stuck in a heavy traffic. The heavy traffic is on the Las Vegas Strip. So let's see how the vehicle is able to handle heavy traffic like this on the strip. It's a slow moving traffic, and to be honest, I've seen in 2024 I saw a lot of Zoox on this strip in traffic, so I'm not worried, to be honest. One strange thing is the vehicle actually avoided someone crashing into it, because there was a car right next to it on the right hand side who possibly wanted to merge into my lane. And what this vehicle did was it stopped just to avoid being crashed into by the vehicle right next to it on the right hand side. So now we are moving, and so we should be arriving at the destination in 3 minutes. So if I'll give a rating to this, okay, quick one. There's a traffic stop at the front. I wouldn't know if you can see it. There's a traffic light to the front, and the vehicle is smart enough to understand that the light is showing red, and then it stopped. So once it moves, once the light turns green, the vehicle also will start moving. So this is the very busy street of Las Vegas Strip. This is the popular Las Vegas Strip. And if a vehicle like this can handle complex environments like this, complex situation like this, it's just so amazing. It's just so amazing. A lot of people will get scared when it comes to a situation like this, because there are so many cars around to your left, to the right, and this vehicle is handling everything effortlessly, aside from the little issues I encounter. But the good thing is it was able to correct itself, immediately encountered that issue. So once it turns green, we should be moving. And let's talk very quickly about this seating. I think it's very comfortable. Not the best of the seats, but it's comfortable, and it can only accommodate 4 people. Yeah, it's soft enough. You have 2 cup holders, you have wireless charging pad on the front and then on the rear. So now we're moving. Okay, there's a situation in front. There's a guy crossing the road when the vehicle is showing green, and obviously the vehicle was smart enough to actually reduce the speed. You can see there's a guy there who actually crossed the road when the light was already on green. And the robotaxi was smart enough to understand that, sometimes people will be human. We're all human, of course. So the vehicle is smart enough not to run into someone, a pedestrian in front. So what he did was, on approaching the pedestrian, the vehicle slowed down and then allowed the guy to finally cross the road before he started moving again. So my overall experience has been nothing short of amazing. The experience has been mind-blowing, to be honest. Like I said earlier, it's not the very first time I'll be going on the ride in a self-driving or a robotaxi, but this is the very first time I'll be going on the ride in Zoox, which is a robotaxi that was built from ground up. It's not retrofitted like what we have in Tesla or what we have in Waymo. this was built from ground up. And according to what I've read, they will be launching, they will be rolling out this technology. They will be rolling out their self-driving taxi in San Francisco in 2026, then gradually into other cities in the US. So let me know what you think about this technology. Do you fancy the technology? Do you think it's what we need at this very time? Do you think this is truly the future of mobility? Do you trust this technology? Like I said earlier, are you comfortable sending this robotaxi on an errand? Because it's going to get to a level where you can send your vehicle on an errand. It's like, for instance, pick up your kids from school or drive you to wherever you want to go to. Are you comfortable enough to trust this technology or to trust self-driving taxis like this to run errands for you, pick up your kids from school, or take your kids from school? It's pretty different from the retrofitted taxis that we have, like the ones in Waymo, or the full self-driving capability that we have in Tesla. And the one we have in Tesla is pretty different in the sense that you can take over at any time. If you feel the vehicle is doing what you don't want it to do, or the vehicle is going rogue, you can always take over because it has a steering. It has a normal, the conventional steering. But for robotaxis like this, there's no steering, so there's nothing you can do to control it. But of course, there are some emergency buttons you can press. If the vehicle is going rogue or something is happening, you can only stop the vehicle and then get out of the vehicle, which is one of the fail-safe feature it has. But aside from that, it handles everything by itself. It makes the decision by itself. So that's why we call it level 5 autonomy. At level 5 autonomy, you don't have a control on what the vehicle does. You don't have any control. You don't have a steering. You can't press the brake. You can't press the accelerator. It does everything by itself. So now we're moving again. And I think we should be arriving at our destination in 1 minute. So it's a very, very, very busy road today. It's a lot of road users. So we will be pulling over finally. That's another one. That's another robotaxi right there, stuck in traffic as well. You can see it's handling everything like human drivers. So let's see how he handles it. This is pretty good. And you can actually see the excitement, not the excitement, you can see the surprise on people, because it's something that is completely new. And when people walk around it and see what the robotaxi can do, it's pretty strange. There's some people walking over right in front of it. The vehicle actually stopped for them to pass and then continue the game, which is pretty nice. One strange thing is, where the people walked across, it's not a zebra crossing line. But I noticed some pedestrians were about to cross and then it stopped. So that's been extra smart. Now we are arriving in our destination in less than 1 minute. So let's see how he handles it. You cannot turn on the left-hand side. It's a very pretty complex one, and I'm quite amazed, to be honest. So, will I ride in this again? Of course I will. Am I a campaigner for technologies like this? Of course I am, because aside from the fact that I enjoy technology like this, I'm really thrilled on when we have the future of mobility being transformed. So finally get to my destination, finding the best place to stop. So how do I rate it? I'll rate it 9 over 10, aside from the little hiccups, which is pretty normal, to be honest. So we're not getting to my final destination. So did I enjoy the ride? Of course I do. So thank you for watching. I will appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel, kindly like the video, kindly subscribe, kindly put a comment, and then we're making our way out of,
Please watch your head.
and finally
For traffic as you leave.
open the
Don't
door.
forget your things.
So tap on it, and then the door opens. So, to be honest, it's been an amazing experience from point A to point B. Will I ride it? Will I ride in this again? Of course I will. Do I recommend it to people? Definitely I will. Is it 100% perfect? Not at all. But this is way smarter than what an average driver would do. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, put a comment, let me know what you think about this technology. Are you a fan of this technology, or is this something that people should be worried about? So thank you for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one.